All-star Kelsey Mitchell confronts WNBA negativity in clear 16-second Angel Reese admission. If there's one team milking the Clark effect almost as much as Indiana, it's the Chicago Sky. And if there's one player basking and burning under that same blinding spotlight, it's not a Fever teammate at all. It's her so-called rival, Angel Reese. Still, the scrutiny hasn't been limited to the headliners alone. Those standing beside them have felt its heat too. Enter Kelsey Mitchell, the three-time WNBA All-Star who has taken on the role of defender-in-chief for her teammates and, recently, for the rivals alike. Last year, Mitchell had said, "We obviously had a new spotlight on us, with Caitlin being drafted, who I'm proud to call a teammate." However, not all was a fairy tale. But I think, in a weird way, the outside noise kind of made people forget sometimes that we're still human, if that makes sense. "The microscope got smaller and smaller," she added. And it's more than true. Caitlin Clark's Fever teammates were unfairly accused of ignoring her on the court without cause. After the Chendi Carter incident, they were dragged for simply showing sportsmanship. Rather than addressing the root issue, the blame was disproportionately placed on the Fever locker room for not protecting Clark. And when the team was shown out of the playoffs, it was apparently because Clark had no help. No one considered that every player on that roster was fighting their own battles. As Mitchell said, "I don't think anybody was really thinking about the fact that my dad just died, or Katie lose a mom trying to figure out motherhood." So, when Mitchell bluntly pointed out some of the newer fans have been really hateful online to the incredible women in our league, and to me and our Fever players as well, she wasn't wrong. Yet, even in calling out the backlash directed at her and her teammates, she didn't overlook its toll on Clark. In fact, she closed by acknowledging, "And I have so much respect for Caitlin, especially, and how she handled it as a youngin'." Now, as the All-Star weekend looms, Mitchell isn't done using her platform to defend fellow players. And once again, it's an example of her clear perspective, as she calls attention to the way the negativity has increasingly centered on another young star, Angel Reese. "I think it's important to make sure we keep it less about color and more about just human to human," Kelsey Mitchell said without hesitation. Now, remember that line from Taylor Swift's Mad Woman, "And you'll poke that bear till her claws come out"? Kelsey Mitchell seemed to channel that exact sentiment when she spoke up in defense of Angel Reese, making it clear she understands exactly what's happening. "I think if you just have common decency on what we do as women on the floor, you know that Angel Reese is a bad woman on and off the floor. And we as women have to represent that." Mitchell added, "And I think she, Angel Reese, embodies a lot of what this world reflects is happening. And I think she does a great job of making sure she keeps herself professional. But we as people just gotta be people." That blend of professionalism and standing her ground that Mitchell just described? Angel Reese has truly shown it even in the worst times while facing relentless criticism. She has chosen to respond using statements like, "You can't dim my light." Let's not forget her blunt reminder towards hate on her Unapologetically Angel podcast, "This My Podcast." Expletive or don't watch. Thank ya. Despite the hate, Angel Reese also insists, "It really inspires me to continue to wake up every morning and just keep going." And judging by the latest headlines, that fuel is working for her. From being the face of NBA 2K26 to lacing up her Reebok signature sneaker, the Angel Reese one, on its cover, Angel Reese's 5 million Instagram followers are coming in handy. Yet, we cannot expect Reese to keep shouldering the hate. The responsibility falls on us viewers to make the world a better place. As Mitchell's final verdict puts it best, "Just be a good human." Another Indiana Fever star backs Angel Reese ahead of All-Star Weekend. The Caitlin Clark vs. Angel Reese storyline, born on the college hardwood and dragged, willingly or not, into the WNBA, has become the league's favorite plot since 2024, crazily driving up viewership and packing arenas. In 2025, it's still the drama du jour. But let's not act like the media and the league haven't fanned the flames unnecessarily and vigorously. Take Rivals Week, for example. Critics were quick to point out how forced it felt, like the league was banking on something that was hurting its reputation to sell tickets. Still, apart from Kelsey Mitchell, that rivalry didn't stop Fever guard Sydney Colson from giving Angel Reese some love during Thursday's WNBA All-Star Orange Carpet event. Reese, now a two-time All-Star in just her second season, turned heads in a Cheetah P.